Hey guys, I'm cmasupra and welcome to Infantry Warfare and Company of Heroes 1. Basically what happened this game was my opponent and I focused so heavily on infantry in this game because we both wanted to get as much map control as we could possibly get in the early game that neither one of us really bothered teching and neither one of us built a single vehicle this entire game. It was nothing but infantry warfare. And as a result, you could possibly think about it as this game has no mid game, no late game. All 18 minutes of this game are early game minutes, I guess you could say. So, it's nothing but infantry warfare. So I'm playing as the Wehrmacht, my opponent is the Americans, and we are playing on Longra, which is the precursor to Longraskaya in Company of Heroes 2. Longraskaya is based off of this map, so if you've never seen Company of Heroes 1, but you've seen Longraskaya in Company of Heroes 2, and you're wondering why you're seeing Deja Vu just without snow, that is why, because this map is Longraskaya, just it's the precursor. So I'm doing a standard Volksgrenadier build. What am I saying? Wehrmacht early game build with two Pioneer squads building the Wehrmacht quarters and then getting a Volksgrenadier squad out as my first unit, and then I'm going to go for an MG42 as my second unit. So I am sending the Volksgrenadier squad over to the middle cutoff point here for the right side of the map from my end, and the two Pioneer squads have gone one left, one right. Some people as Wehrmacht prefer to send them both in the same direction because they are weaker than engineers, so if either one of them encounters a single engineer squad, you're more likely to lose the engagement compared to if you have two pioneers versus one engineer. The advantage of going left and right instead of just one direction, though, is that if you do encounter engineers on one side and not on the other side, then you can cap more map control while you're busy fighting on whatever side you found engineers and riflemen and such. So I prefer to go on two sides most of the time, but sometimes, depending on the map and depending on how good I think my opponent is, I guess I could say, sometimes I will go just on one side and focus my energies and plan to start turtling as the Wehrmacht, because that's what the army's designed to do. So here we have our first engagement. It is Pioneers versus Engineers, and I am very clearly losing this engagement right now. So I bring in some Volksgrenadiers for support. I try to get the Pioneers in the house, but I fail, and they are dead. So that's not good for me, but at least I forced his Engineer squad to retreat, so we're both losing the capping power here, but I am down 120 manpower that my opponent is not down, so it's not good for me overall, but our map control is balanced. I'm just losing the manpower war. On the left there, the Pioneer squad versus another Engineer squad. I believe I get the house here. I do get the house, and then he ignores me by not capping the point, and instead he goes for the victory point, I believe. So my owning of the house is totally useless. In the middle, while I was explaining all of that with the left and the right engagements, in the middle there was an MG squad that pinned a rifle squad, and then I believe I fought off another rifle squad, so we've seen two rifle squads from my opponent so far, and two engineer squads. And the only thing that has not retreated on my opponent's side is a single engineer squad. And I was wrong, he did not go for the leftmost victory point, instead he went for the leftmost fuel point, so he's being smart, he's denying me for my fuel. You will see him do that quite a bit this game. He's going to keep trying to deny me from fuel, which in the end probably didn't matter because we both focused so much on infantry, but it might have mattered, I don't know. It's always smart to try and get your opponent, what am I trying to say? It's always nice when your opponent does not have access to fuel. That's what I'm trying to say. So it seems that his force that he retreated is now back here on the field, and so I need to start using my units effectively here. I do grab the house with the Pioneer squad so the Riflemen can't get it, and then I send an MG42 over here to deal with the Flamer Engineer squad, as well as a Volksgrenadier squad. For the Riflemen, I'm preventing them from having the house, but at the same time I'm also firing at them with Volksgrenadiers I was hoping they would kill the Riflemen, but they weren't able to kill the Riflemen, and as a result, the Riflemen made my Pioneers very weak before I got them out of the house, and I lost the squad as a result. So he now has the house. I'm down both my Pioneer squads, which is not good, but overall, looking at the map control, I still have about 50% map control, maybe a little more than that even. So even though I'm losing on the manpower front, I am winning on the map control front, which is definitely a good thing. Definitely a good thing. So you might see at the top right corner there, I'm moving up on his cutoff point over here. And hello, Flamer Engineer Squad, you're gonna die to an MG42. You excited about it? I hope you're excited about it because it's going to happen unless you retreat. But yeah, I'm going to his cutoff point over here, so he's going to be cut off from the entire right side of the map, just like he is now because I decapped the point. And so he's not getting any resources from that side of the map, he's only getting resources from the left side. And I myself am getting resources from, I guess, the middle of the map, I guess you could say. So I'm still getting more resources than he is, and that is definitely a good thing. It's not much more than he's getting, but it is definitely more than he is getting, so that is good. On the right side, you may have noticed that my opponent actually is decapping, in fact, right now. The fuel point that I had captured earlier, this fuel point right here, and so I send the Volksgrenadier squad over to deal with the rifle squad that I saw capturing it, and the Volksgrenadier squad is guaranteed to win unless the riflemen pop BARs or grenades. I was about to say or stickies, but no, stickies won't do anything against infantry. I mean, logically, you could throw sticky grenades at infantry and have it stick to an infantryman and see what the rest of the squad does, but see if they run away from him or go close to him or what they do. But it's not possible in this game. That'd be funny to watch, though. Throw a sticky grenade on a Volksgrenadier squad and just watch everybody run away from that one guy who got stuck with the sticky grenade. That would be awesome. Sticky bomb, rather. Not sticky grenade, sticky bomb is what I meant. But anyways, I did win that engagement on the right side, and in the middle I have maintained my map control, and on the left side I am taking his fuel point. As for his cutoff point that I was taking earlier, I believe I'm not taking it anymore. I do believe that we have seen a sniper from my opponent at this point as well, so he does have a sniper on the field. I did not mention it when it first appeared, but it is on the field now, so I'm being kind of cautious here with my advancing. The sniper is actually the reason I had to go off of my opponent's cutoff point, and as a result I didn't actually keep the cutoff point decapped, and so he has recapped it. But even though he's recapped it, I am taking points on the right side, so it's not doing him as much good as he might have hoped. My opponent does have a 30 cal. It's 30 cal versus MG42. MG42 will win at that range because the 30 cal can't even shoot that far, while the MG42 can, and so my MG42 is owning his 30 cal. There's one man left on his 30 cal, but the rifle squad on the right side of my MG42 takes precedence, and so the MG42 fires at that instead of the 30 cal, and the MG42 was getting sniped, and he had a grenade thrown at him, so retreat was a wise decision. Keep my MG42 alive if I can. We do have the first Grenadier squad out on the field, and that's actually... I was questioning whether or not I should build a Grenadier squad. I mean, I took to Tier 2 with the intention of going mainly Tier 2 this game, just like I do most games as Wehrmacht, but when I saw that sniper out, I was just like, do I want to build Grenadiers, or do I want to keep building Volksgrenadiers? Because Volksgrenadiers have 5 men, while Grenadiers have 4 men, and man count is what matters against snipers, not how good your infantry are at fighting. Grenadiers are better at fighting, but Volksgrenadiers simply have more men. It's like the Soviets in World War II, you're just throwing enough men at the situation and eventually you'll win. So his sniper is now Vet 1, by the way. It's killed quite a lot. I'm also building my own sniper. Oh, that's a bad grenade for me. I am amazed I did not lose the squad there. They were sitting in red cover all around the grenade. I am truly amazed that I did not lose that squad. But as I was saying, my opponent's sniper is Vet 1. I am building my own sniper. In fact, it's already come out of the building, as you can see at the left side. So I have my own sniper on the field now. I am losing this battle on the left side. It appears my opponent has a mortar as well. So, I have my own sniper on the field. My goal with the sniper was to use it as a counter-sniper. Oops, ow. I just hit my hand on my keyboard tray. But my goal was to use it as a counter-sniper, and we'll have to see how it goes this game, because I'm not very good at counter-sniping. I mean, I'm decent at it, especially if my opponent makes a mistake by leaving his sniper unguarded. I will pretty easily go and counter-snipe an enemy sniper. but I'm not the greatest at it, so we'll have to see how it goes this game. But I cloak him, put him on hold fire, have him go scouting forward. What I want to do is have the enemy sniper fire at one of my men without my opponent knowing I have a sniper in the area, and then I'll have my sniper counter-snipe his sniper, and so his sniper will be dead. I will lose a man in the process on one of my squads, but it is more than worth it because I'll kill his sniper, and he'd be down 360 manpower. I would be down like 28 if he snipes a Volk's Grenadier man. A Volk's Grenadier? I don't know. So, here we can see he is sniping a Grenadier, actually, instead of a Volk's Grenadier, and I move my sniper forward because I want to counter-snipe the sniper, but he has moved it away and he is not taking shots, and my sniper instead takes a shot because I was thinking his sniper would show up, and so I took my sniper off hold fire, but I was completely wrong about that. He didn't actually make another shot with his sniper, sadly for me. So, let's watch and see what happens. Watch this. This is amazing. I cannot believe this Volksgrenadier squad actually did so well against an engineer squad in the house. Look at that. They just killed the engineer squad in the house, so that was awesome. Unit sniped. So his sniper is active, so I've selected my sniper. I'm looking for his sniper while still maintaining and trying to do everything else in my base and all around the map. My sniper opens fire, and just by chance, his sniper immediately counter-snipes me. I had my sniper off of hold fire because I was busy doing other things, but I really should have been paying attention to my sniper, kept him on hold fire, and then manually right-clicked the enemy sniper and told my sniper to counter-snipe him when he fired. But that didn't happen. Did not happen. Instead, I took my sniper off of hold fire so he could fire at anything he saw, and as a result, he fired at a mortar, and the enemy sniper counter-sniped me. So that was not what I wanted to happen, but it is what happened. So here we can see his sniper's retreating, and it is Vet 2. I was charging forward with the flamethrower in Pioneer Squad because I wanted to get a flame critical on him. Snipers have a huge chance of receiving a flame critical with flamethrower pioneers and engineers, I guess, so it's always nice to go charging in with flamethrowers on snipers because you'll single hit kill them. I don't know what you'd call it, single flame kill them, I guess you could say, because you fire one flame burst and they're just dead sometimes with the flame critical. So that's what I wanted to get on him, but sadly it didn't happen. But he has retreated to sniper now, and that is a good thing because it gives my second sniper free reign. Yes, I built the second sniper. I want to try it again. Let's try to counter-snipe my opponent once again. So, I made his sniper retreat. It gives my sniper free reign, like I said, and it also gives me the ability to go and cut him off from resources from the right side of the map once again. So I've taken his cutoff point, and all the while all this is happening in the middle of the map with the sniping and the machine guns and all that stuff, on the left side of the map, I have been capturing points using some other squad. You can see them capturing a munitions point right now, close to the top of the map, on the mini-map. So I have been doing a lot of work in terms of capturing points right now. So basically this works really well. Capturing points away from where the battles are going on works really well, especially at my level, where people aren't too... they don't pay too much what am I saying? They don't pay too much close attention to the rest of the map when there's a battle going on. I mean, at my level, they do pay attention. They do try to capture points away from the battle, but not too extensively. And so I can pretty easily take advantage of the fact that they're not paying attention, and I can cap most of the map while the battles are going on. So I'm capturing the map. They're not capturing the map, but we're fighting in the middle of the map, say. And we're trading manpower, but I'm gaining map control, and so it's overall a win for me. That was a grenade that I was amazed did not kill me. Maybe I'm used to Company of Heroes 2 grenades, which are more deadly than Company of Heroes 1 grenades. Company of Heroes 1 grenades did kill full health squads every once in a while, but not as often as they do in Company of Heroes 2, I think. So anyways, what was I saying? I finished what I was saying, I think. I'm pretty sure I finished what I was saying. So let's move on. So, sniper on the field. This is my second sniper, I believe. I believe it is the same one. No, this is the third sniper. I have two snipers right now. Yes, so I built two snipers at once, and my goal was if he counter-snipes one sniper, I can at least get him with the other sniper. That was my thinking with having two snipers. But the only way for that to really work is if they're together, and you might be able to tell right now that they're not together, and so I just lost my second sniper this game. So that kind of made me mad, because the goal was to have my snipers together, and then one of them could get sniped by the enemy sniper if I had to sacrifice a sniper rather than a single man off a squad, and then the other sniper that's still alive would counter-snipe on him and kill him. Sadly, that didn't happen though. So I move up this third sniper that I built, and I have it cloaked, I have it set to hold fire, and I'm going to manually right-click on the enemy sniper when it appears. And it did appear there, but I missed it, so we're still going to wait here. It is firing at my MG42, so I'm leaving my MG42 there, and there it is! Fire, fire, fire! Yes, there we go. So his sniper is finally dead, and that's very good, especially because it was Vet 2. If it had gotten very many more kills, maybe like 2 more kills, I could have reached Vet 3. And if it had reached Vet 3, that means it would have moved at full speed while cloaked. And that makes it very difficult to kill by counter-sniping. And so I am glad I killed it before it reached Vet 3. Vet 3 snipers are just so good. American Vet 3 snipers, that is. One thing you may notice me doing is buying a lot of MP40s on my Volksgrenadiers, and that's because this game is just so early game based. Like, neither one of us is really teching. I've gone to tier 2, he's gone to tier 2. You've seen the MG42, not the MG42, the 30 cal, the sniper, and the mortar from his tier 2 building, the WSC. And so we both gone tier 2. I've also gone with the Campcroft Center for veterancy. I've gotten Vet 1 on infantry and support, and so we've done very little teching this game. That's where I was going with that. So I decided to go and get a whole lot of MP44s, not MP44s, MP40s. I seem to be calling a lot of things by the wrong name tonight, but oh well. So I've gotten a lot of MP40s. I'm using them in close range against rifles. I lost that Pioneer squad. That's another Pioneer squad dead on my list in this game. Don't seem to be doing too well with Pioneer squads this game. And then I see, oops, I have 2 squads capturing a single point. It's not very often I do that, quite honestly. That's the first time I've done it in, like, years, quite honestly. Oh, he has another sniper! Okay. So he's built another sniper, and so I need to be wary of that, but it has retreated now, so I can move my sniper up. I can move my whole army up. Oh, look at this rifle squad. You might have seen it had BARs on it, so my opponent has tech to BARs, and he just lost the entire squad, and so he now rage quits because I, overall, had more map control than him, as you can see by the minimap, and he didn't have very much in terms of an army left. Those MP40s were very useful at killing his army, along with my sniper, although it didn't get very many kills. I believe it got like 3 kills. It didn't get very many, but then again, I built 3 snipers, and that's just one of them. So, I would say overall, snipers cost me a lot of manpower, but it was worth it to kill his Vet 2 sniper. I mean, that dealt a huge mental blow, if nothing else. So, killing the Vet 2 sniper at the cost of 2 of my own snipers was worth it. Cost me a lot of manpower, though, obviously. But I made that up by killing his units by outflanking him and using MP40s in close range, and then he didn't retreat in time quite often, especially as you saw in that last engagement there with Volksgrenadiers with MP40s against riflemen with BARs. So, in the end, I won. Even though I lost sniper manpower, I won overall in manpower and in map control. So that is the infantry warfare this game. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.